All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's showtime. Hold on one second, guys. All right, up first is going to be Kenny Whiteman, Jack Martin, Freddie Akel, Matthew Williams, and James McDaniel. If you need a transponder for this race, come grab it now.
Three minutes left.
Need a transponder.
Turn marshals for this race are drivers from race number 7, Billy Easton, Mark Van Neersen, Vince McMahon, James Tate, Chris Burt.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
$37.
37?
Yep.
2 minutes left. Ninety seconds left. $75 seconds left.
All right, guys, shop is closed for a minute.
1 minute left.
All right, guys.
45 seconds left.
Hold on one second, guys. I'm trying to set up this live RC thing here. Hold on a second, guys. All right, guys, sorry about that. All right, I need people to check in. Let's see. I need Kenny, or Kenny's already checked in. Jack, Freddie, Matthew D, and James McDaniel checking in. All right, everybody's checked in. Let's bring it to the top of the hill. Back there in the back. Running order is going to be Kenny Whitman, Jack Martin, Freddie Akel, Matthew D. Williams, and James McDaniel. That's going to be the running order. Okay, remember, guys, you are racing against your own clock. You're not racing against each other. Slow is fast sometimes. All right, we all set down there? All right. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I need somebody else down there, guys. I need somebody else down there where James Tate is. All right, who do we not have out there? Let's see, we got Billy out there. Where's Mark? All right. All right, guys, here we go. Race number 1 of 7. Round number 1. This is heat 1 of novice. All right, Kenny, you are on the horn in less than 5. Jack, Freddie, Matthew D. Williams, and James McDaniel. And we are off. Race number 1 of 7, heat 1 of novice. Round number 1 is off. Once you guys get a couple laps down, I will go in the race order. Sorry, guys, I don't have the page up for the racing screen on the screen here. I just don't know how to do that. Mason's going to have to mess with that tomorrow or something when he gets here.
3 minutes left.
And right now we got 1 down, less than 3 to go. It is James McDaniel right now, your leader, 13 and 412 pace. Kenny 12 and 402. Kenny now down in the 3. Jack in second, 12 and 411. Kenny 11.407, Freddie 10.415, and Matthew in the 5th spot. And there's Freddie right there, just crossed the line. The last lap for her, 22.7. And there goes Matthew right there in the 5th spot, 7.432. New fast lap for him that last lap around, 28.2. 2:20 to go. James McDaniel last lap 23.9, 12 and 406 pace. Jack Martin last lap 21.2, 12 and 412. Jack 6 seconds off the leader. Kenny 26.5, 11.418. Freddie 25.2, 10.407. And right now we're at the 2-minute mark. 2 to go, 2 to go. Kenny, new fast lap 19.4 that time around, now up into the 2nd spot. Up next is novice heat number 2. Matt Melendez, Van Switzer, Carson Switzer, and Alex Fisk. If you guys need transponders, come grab them. Remember, drivers, when you are done with your race, cars on the table. Guys, concessions guys is open. The Big Cheese is in there cooking it up. Try the corn nuggets, guys. He has corn nuggets. They're really good. James McDaniel, new fast lap 18.5 that time around, in the lead, 13 and 419 pace. Kenny 21.9, 11.403. Jack Martin 11.415, last lap 20.1. And Freddie in the 4, 10.414, last lap 25.6. Coming up on that 1-minute mark. And right now we got 1 to go, 1 to go.
Thank you, sir.
45 seconds on the clock. This should be a real good main tonight. All 9 of you guys will be in the main together. 25 seconds on the clock. Ten seconds. And race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Kenny, you're done? Freddie, you're done. Matt done. Jack done. Just waiting for James. Everybody's done. James McDaniel takes the win. Sets early TQ 12.402. Kenny 11.4 flat. Jack Martin 11.408. Freddie 9.401. And Matthew 7.401. And James McDaniel sets that early TQ. Remember, drivers, cars on the table, and get on the track and turn marshal.
3 minutes left. Two minutes 30 seconds left.
Mr. Matthew Williams.
Turn marshals are Kenny, Jack, Freddie, Matthew D., and James
2
McDaniel.
minutes left.
Guys, do not pull on that fence. Do not pull on that fence.
Ninety seconds left. $75 seconds left.
Jack, I'm actually going to have you come over here by that where the car table is, right in front of this driver stand here. Thank you. All right, waiting for Matt to check in. Any Matt check in? Matt Melendez.
$45 seconds left.
All right, that's Matt. Van Switzer. Thank you. Carson Switzer.
30 seconds left.
Okay. And Alex Fisk. All right, guys, bring it to the back. Bring it to the back. On top of that hill. Running order is going to be Matt Melendez, Van Switzer, Carson Switzer, and Alex Fisk. Guys, remember you are racing against your own clock. I will call you out one by one, guys, after the bell. All right, here we go. Time to beat is 12 laps 402, set by James McDaniel that last race. Hey, guys, do not pull on that fence, please. Thank you. Matt Melendez, you are on the horn in less than 5. Wait till the bell, Matt. All right. All right, guys, here we go. Matt Melendez, you are on the horn in less than 5. Van Switzer. Carson. And Alex. And we're off. Race number 207, Heat 2 of Novice. This is round number 1 of qualifying. Remember, time to beat 12:4:02 set by James McDaniel that last race. One down, 3 to go. Carson Switzer right now is your leader. It's 11:4:17. Alex Fisk in second, 10:4:01. Van Switzer in 3, 9:4:02. And Matt, 6:4:15. Carson last lap, 24:2. Alex, 22:5. Matthew, new fast lap, 26:6. Van, your last lap around was a 26:9. .220 on the clock. New fast lap for Alex, your leader, 20 and 0.5, 11:4:12 pace. Carson, 24:3, Matt, 34:5, and I guess Van is out.
2 minutes left.
And right now we got less than 2 to go. Up next is going to be stock short course. Josh Hall, Nick Fu, Bobby Ifredi, Jay, and Josh.
Transponder?
That guy's back light is broken. Detached.
I'm sure it's going to break more than that.
Yeah. Probably.
Transponder?
Yes.
And Jay.
One minute left.
Hey, Jay, come here. Jay, come here. All right, guys, we got less than 1 to go. All right, sorry about that, guys. 20 seconds to go. Alex still leading on, 11:4:02. Carson, 11:4:23. And Matt, 7:4:01. Up next is Pro 2 short course. And race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Alex, you're done? Carson, you're done? And just waiting for Matt. He's done? All right. Alex Fisk taking the win, 11:4:06. Carson, 11:4:15. And Matt, 7 laps. And James McDaniel still holding on to that early TQ, 12:4:02 going in the second round. My term marshals will be Alex, Carson, Matt, and Van, and I need a volunteer, please. Need a volunteer term marshal out in the pits.
3 minutes left.
Twenty, 40, 60.
2 minutes 30 seconds left.
20, 40, 60. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 150.
Two minutes left.
All right, Josh, check it in. Josh Hall. That's you, Josh? Okay, Josh and only Josh. All right, thank you, Josh. Oh, Josh Hall, I mean. That was Josh Hall? Okay. Nick Fu.
90 seconds left.
All right, Nick, thank you. Bobby Ifredi. Okay, Jay.
75 seconds left.
Thank you, Jay. And Josh Demirsky. All right, Josh, thank you. All right, guys, go ahead and do your hot lap. And then do your hot lap and bring it to the back. We're going to park it on top of the hill. Running order will be Josh Hall, Nick Fu, Bobby Ifredi, Jay, and Josh.
45 seconds left. Thirty seconds left.
All right, bring it to the back, guys. Bring it to the back. Remember, running order is going to be Josh Hall, Nick, Bobby Ifredi, Jay, and Josh. I need, let's see, I need some more term marshals. Let's see. Who's not out there? There was Navez. Where's Matt? Matt, you're out there. Van? Where's Van? Carson? Carson's out there. Alex? All right, Van, I need you out here, right there in front of the driver's stand. I need a volunteer, please. I need one volunteer, guys. I can't start this race without a volunteer term marshal. Hey, Van. Van. Freddie, you take right there where Van is, and Van, go down there by the back. Yep. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Yeah, if you want to get up there, that'd be fine. Yeah. Thank you. All right, guys. Running order again is Josh Hall, Nick, Bobby, Jay, and Josh. All right, guys. Here we go. Josh Hall, you're on the horn in less than 5. Nick, Bobby, Jay, and Josh. And we are off in short course. As soon as you guys get a couple laps down, I'll go in the race order.
4 minutes left.
And right now we got one down, less than 4 to go. Bobby Ifrady, your leader, 17-5-15. Josh Hall, 16-5-17. Nick, 14-5-10. Josh, 14-5-16. And Jay, 7-5-09. And right now we got 3:40 on the clock. Bobby Ifrady lost lap 19-2. Josh, 21-2. Josh Demersky, 22-3. Nick, 23-6. Now up in the third. Josh Demersky in 4. Jay in 5, 27-3, new fast lap.
Left.
And right now we got less than 3 on the clock. Less than 3 to go. .2:15 on the clock, 2:15 to go. Bobby, right now your leader, 16-5-04. Josh, 15-5-13. Josh Dermisky in 3, 13-5-19. Nick, 12-5-01. Jay, 9-5-17. And new fast lap by Nick in the 3 spot, 20 flat. Less than 2 to go. Up next is Mod 4-wheel drive. Open 4-wheel drive, Vince McMahon, Mark Van Neersen, Craig Chin, John Pinkham Sr., Zach Griggs, and Jason Hall. You guys are up next in 1 minute and 35 seconds. And we're getting closer to the 1 minute mark.
One minute left.
Less than 1 to go. Bobby Ifrady, 16-5-04 pace. Josh, I guess, is out. Josh Demisky right now, 13-5-24 pace. Nick, 12-5-04. And Jay, 9-5-16. 30 seconds to go. I don't know if Josh Hall is still out there, but if he might not have been counting all the way.
The race is over.
Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Bobby Ifrady, you're done. Josh Hall, you're done. Josh Dermisky, you're done. And track is hot, guys. Track is hot. And Jay, looks like everybody is done. Bobby Ifrady takes the win. Sets early TQ, 16-5-03. Josh Hall, 15-5-19. Josh Dermisky in 3, 12-5-11. And Nick in the 4. Jay Dermisky in 5.
3 minutes left.
All right, guys, you guys are my turn marshals.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left. Ninety seconds left. $75 seconds left. One minute left.
All right, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3. All right, good. Let's get a couple people checked in here. All right, John Sr. checking in.
45 seconds left.
Thank you. And Zach. Thank you. All right, guys. Running order is going to be Vince McMahon, Mark Van Neersen, Craig Chin, John Sr., Zach Griggs, and Jason Hall. This is race number 4 of 7. This is modified four-wheel drive. Vince McMahon, you are, let's see, Ultra Marshal, good. All right. Vince McMahon, you are on the horn in less than 5. Mark Van Neersen, Craig Chin, John Sr., Zach Griggs, and Jason Hall. And we're off in four-wheel drive, race 4 of 7, round number 1.
Four minutes left.
And right now we got 1 down, less than 4 to go. And it's Jason Hall right now, your leader, 21.505. Zach Griggs, 25.02. Craig Chin, 25.04. Craig right now 2 seconds off the second spot. Vince McMahon in 4, 19.5 flat. Mark Van Neersen, 18.511. John Sr., 17.501. Jason Hall, last slot, 14.9. Zach Griggs, 14.8. Craig Chin, 14.9. Vince, 17.5. Mark Van Neersen, 18.9. And John Sr., new fast slot, 15.5. Vince in the 4, new fast slot, 14.9.
Three minutes left.
And right now we got 2 down, less than 3 to go. Jason Hall, last lap 14-4, your leader, 21.507. Craig Chin, 15-3, 25.02. Zach, 14-8, 25.03. Zach still 1 second off the second spot. Vince McMahon, 15 flat, 19.509 pace. John Sr., 15 flat, new fast lap, 19.514. Mark Van Neersen, 19.3, 17.5 flat pace. 2:25 to go.
Two minutes left.
And right now we got less than 2 to go. Less than 2 to go. Up next is Independent Stock Buggy. Luis Ortiz, Matthew Akel, Mike Martin, John Gomez, Ross Reed, Bobby Ifredi, and Brian Dean. Jason Hall, last lap 14.3. Craig Chin, new fast lap 14.7. Zach Griggs, 14.5. Vince, 19.5. John Sr., 16.5. Mark Van Neersen, 15.6. Vince, new fast lap 14.8. And we're coming up to the 1 minute mark. And there it is, 1 to go, 1 to go. Remember, up next is race number 507, Indy Buggy. Jason Hall, 21.507 pace. Craig Chin, 25.02. Zach, 25.07. Zach, 5 seconds off the second spot. Vince, 19.507. Senior, 19.510. And Mark, new fast lap, 14.5, 19.513 pace with 30 seconds to go. $20 seconds to go on the clock. Five seconds.
The race
And
is
race
over.
is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Craig Chin, you're done. Vince, you're done. Mark Van Neersen done. Zach Griggs done. John Sr. done. Just waiting for Jason Hall. Everybody's done. Jason Hall takes the victory. Sets early TQ 21.507. Craig Chin 25.01. Zach 25.04. John Sr. 19.508. Vince 19.509. And Mark 19.509 as well. Good race. All right. Up next
3
is
minutes left.
Independent Buggy.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
All right, guys, I am missing a transponder, guys. I'm missing a transponder. Who has it?
2 minutes left.
All right, just waiting for Brian Dean to check in.
There you go.
90 seconds left.
All right, got you, Brian. All right, guys, let's. Hey, gentlemen, right here in front of me. Yeah, I can't see.
75 seconds left.
All right, running order is going to be Lewis, Matthew Akel, Mike Martin, John Gomez, Ross Reed, Bobby Ifredi, and Brian Dean. And we're missing drivers, guys, from that last race. I need one more down there by the hill where Zach is. All right, see, Vince is out there.
30
Mark
seconds
Van
left.
Neersen is out there. Mark, can we move down there where Zach is, please?
Fifteen seconds left. 10 seconds left.
Thank you. All right, guys, here we go. Running orders: Lewis, Matthew, Mike, John Gomez, Ross, Bobby, and Brian. Heat number, here we go. Independent stock buggy, race number 5 of 7, round 1. Luis Ortiz, you are on the horn in less than 5. Matthew, Mike Martin, John Gomez, Ross, Bobby, and Brian. And we are off. Race number 5 of 7, round 1 of qualifying. Once you guys get a couple laps down, I'll go in the race order. And yes, guys, we are on live on Facebook right now. We are running a live stream. And right now, we're coming up to the 1 down, 4 to go. Mike Martin, your leader, 19.515. John Gomez, 18.502. Matthew Akel, 18.505. Matthew, 3 seconds off the second spot. Lewis, 18.517. Brian Dean, 16.509. Bobby, 15.507. And Ross, 13.501. Mike Martin last lap. 19.6 puts him down in the 3. Matthew Akel now in the lead, 17.2 last lap. Mike Martin now in second, 19.6 last lap. John Gomez in 3, 19.8. Luis Ortiz now in 3, new fast lap, 16.2. And Luis Ortiz, new fast lap, 16.2, now in the second. Mike Martin, 20.5 in the 3. John Gomez, 23.8 in the 4. Brian D, new fast lap, 16.6 in the 5. Bobby Ifredi, 20.1. And Ross, 20.9.
3 minutes
2 down,
left.
3 to go. And Luis Ortiz, new fast lap, 15.9 that time around, 18.507 pace. Matthew, new fast lap, 16.7. And right now he's 6 seconds off the leader, 18.513 pace. Matthew now, that was Mike Martin, I'm sorry, in second. Matthew Akel down in the 3, new fast lap, 16.7, 18.514, 1 second off second. So there's a battle going on between Lewis, Mike, and Matthew right now. John Gomez in the 4, 17.510. Brian Dean, new fast lap, 16.3, 16.5 flat in the 5. Ross in the 6, last lap, 16.5, 15.514. Bobby Ifredi, new fast lap, 16.6, 15.517. And we're at the 2-minute mark. And John Gomez in the 4, new fast lap, 16.5. Lewis still leading us on, 18.507 pace. Last lap, 19.2. Matthew Akel, 7 seconds off the leader, 18.5. Now make it 6 seconds, 18.513 with that new fast lap of a 16.7. Mike Martin, 1 second off second, 18.514. Last lap, 16.5. 1:15 to go. And we're at the 1 minute mark. One to go. Mike Martin in second, new fast lap 16.1. John Gomez in fourth, new fast lap 15.8. And Bobby's out. Thirty seconds to go. Up next, race 6, Mod Buggy. Heat 1, Kyle Paquette, Craig Chin, Zach Griggs, and Patrick Burt. New fast lap for Mike Martin, 16.1 that time around. 4 seconds off leader. And
The race is
race
over.
is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Lewis, you're done. Ross, you're done. Mike Martin, John Gomez, you're done. Matthew, you're done. Just waiting for Brian Dean. Track is hot. Track is hot, guys. Track is hot. Track is hot. Track is hot. Track is hot. Everybody's done. Luis Ortiz takes the win. Sets early TQ 18.503. Mike Martin 18.511. And Matthew Akel 18.516. Followed by John Gomez, Brian Dean, and Ross Reed. Good race. All right, that is it for race number 5. Now it's race number 6. Heat number 1 of Mod Buggy.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left.
I'm glad you're back. Welcome back. Do you have the printed sheets?
Ninety seconds left.
Thank you. All right, my drivers are out there. And we got turn marshals out there. Thank you, guys. Let's bring them to the back. Bring them to the back. Running orders, Kyle Paquette, Craig Chin, Zach Griggs, and
75
Patrick.
seconds left.
Next race, we'll need a volunteer turn marshal, guys. Since there's only 4 in this race, you're going to need a minimum of 5 turn marshals. All right, I need one more down the other end of the driver's stand. Let's see. You can get down there. There's plenty in this race. Let's see who's not out there. Brian's out there. Lewis is out there. Matthew's out there. Mike's out there. John Gomez and Ross. Okay, just need you on the other end of the driver's stand. There we go. All right, race number 6 of 7, heat number 1. Running orders: Kyle Paquette, Craig Chin, Zach Griggs, and Patrick. All right, Kyle Paquette, you're on the horn in less than 5. Craig Chin, Zach Griggs, and Patrick Burt. And we're off. Race 6 of 7, heat 1 of Mod Buggy. And Freddie Akel has just put the results on for this past races, guys. So if you guys want to go check them out, they're hanging up. And right now we're coming up to the 1 down, 4 to go.
4 minutes left.
There it is. 1 down, 4 to go. Kyle Paquette, 25 flat. Now 21, 513 pace for Kyle Paquette. New fast lap, 14.7. Craig Chin, 25.11. Now Zach Griggs in second, 25.09. Last lap, 15.1. Craig Chin, 2 seconds off second, 15.54. Or 15.4, sorry. Patrick's 18.510. Last lap, 15 flat. 3:30 on the clock. Remember, guys, go down there and the Big Cheese is down there cooking. Snack Shack, guys, is open. So go see the Big Cheese. New fast lap for Kyle Paquette, 14.5. Zach, new fast lap, 15 flat. Craig Chin, new fast lap, 15.1. And Patrick, last lap around 18.1. And we're coming up to the 2 down, 3 to go. There it is, 2 down, 3 on the clock. Zach Griggs, new fast lap, 14.8. New fast lap for Zach Griggs in that second spot, 14.7 that time around. Kyle Paquette still on a 21.510 pace. Last lap, 14.5. Craig Chin now in second, 20 and 510 pace. Last lap, 15.5. Zach Griggs at 20.3 puts him down in the second, 19 or third, 19.501. Patrick 18.5 flat. Last lap, 15.3, and we're getting closer to the 2-minute mark. And there it is, 2 on the clock, 2 to go. Up next is the last race of round 1, and that's going to be heat 2 of Mod Bug. That's going to be Billy Easton, Mark Van Neersen, Vince McMahon, James Tate, and Chris Burt. You guys are up next. Kyle, last lap, 15.3. Craig, 15.6. Zach, 15 flat. And Patrick, 19.1. Those are your last laps around. And we're getting closer to the 1-minute mark. And there it is. 1 to go, 1 to go. .45 seconds. Kyle, last lap, 14.7. Craig Chin, 16.9. Zach, 15.8. And Patrick, new fast lap, 14.8. 30 seconds to go. Remember, race number 7, Mod Buggy Heat 2. You're up next. 15 seconds. We're going to need one volunteer term marshal for the next race, guys. 5 seconds. And race is
Race is
now
over.
over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Craig Chin, you're done. Kyle, you're done. Zach, done. Just waiting for Patrick. Everybody's done. Kyle Paquette takes the win. Sets the early TQ 21.509. Craig Chin 19.502. Zach Griggs 19.507. And Patrick 19.508. Good race. All right, going to need one volunteer term marshals. My term marshals are Kyle Paquette, Craig Chin, Zach Griggs, Patrick Burt, and I need one volunteer, please.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left.
All right, I need a volunteer term marshal, guys. I need a volunteer. I was calling for volunteers since the last race.
90 seconds left.
All right. I'll call one then. We're going to call him from Pro Stock Short Course. Let's go to
75 seconds left.
Josh Hall. You are my volunteer. Josh Hall.
One minute left.
Josh Hall. Yep. All right. Down there on the top of the hill, about down there.
45 seconds
Right behind Patrick. All right, guys, here we go. Race number 7, last race of round number 1, heat 2 of Mod Buggy. Kyle Paquette set the early TQ last race, 21.509. Running order here is going to be Billy, Mark, Vince, James, and Chris. All right, Billy Easton, you're on the horn, less than 5. Mark, Vince, James Tate, Chris, and we're off. Race 7 of 7, heat number 2, we're off. Remember, time to beat 21.509. Once you guys get a couple laps down, I'll go in the race order. And right now we're coming up to the 1 down, 4 to go. We're coming up there. Here we go. And 1 down, 4 to go. There it is. Billy Easton, your leader, 21.504. He's 5 seconds ahead of the TQ pace set by Kyle Paquette. Last lap, 15 flat. He had a 14.2, lap 1. James Tate in second, 25.04. Last lap, 15.1. Now Mark Van Neersen in second, 25.08. Vince in 3, 19.501. James Tate down in the 4, 19.510. and Chris 19.515. Mark, new fast lap 14.9. Vince 15.7. James Tate 19.6, and Chris 17 flat. Bill Easton 16.2 that time around. New fast lap for Mark 14.9. 3:20 to go. It's Billy right now, your leader, last lap 14.3. Mark 15.2. Vince McMahon now in second, new fast lap 15 flat. Mark down into 3. Chris 15.9, new fast lap. And James Tate 15.8 in 5. 2:45 to go. Billy Easton 21.509 pace. He's just 1/10 of a second off the TQ pace. Billy Easton hits a 13.9. That time around 21.508 pace. He's 1 second ahead of TQ. Mark Van Eersen 14.9, 25.11. Vince, new fast lap 14.8, 25.11 as well. He's just 1/10 of a second off second. Chris Burt 15.8 in the 4. That's a new fast lap for Chris. 19.515. James Tate 15.2 now in the 4. 18.501 pace, and we're getting closer to the 2-minute mark. And right now we're coming up to the 2-minute mark. And there it is. 2 to go, 2 to go. Billy Easton last lap 15.4, Mark 15.5, Vince 18.3, Chris 19.3, James Tate 21.1. Billy Easton right now 1 second off the TQ pace. Mark Van Eersen 25.12. Vince new fast lap into 3, 14.8, 25.13, 1 second off second. Chris Burt 16.1, 18.505. James Tate 15.9, 18.505 pace. Mark, new fast lap, 14.7. Billy, 14 flat, and he is back on TQ pace by 1 second. And right now we're coming up to the 1-minute mark. And 1 to go, guys, 1 to go.
left.
After this race, we'll take a 5-minute intermission, just enough to blow the track off, then we'll go in round 2. Thirty seconds. New fast lap for Chris that time around, 15.7. Ten seconds. And the race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Billy, you're done. Chris Burt, you're done. Everybody else, when you cross, you're done. Track is hot, just waiting for James. And everybody's done. Billy Easton takes the win and sets a new early TQ by 3 seconds, 21.506. Vince, 25.13. Mark, 25.17. James Tate in the 4. Chris Burt in the 5. All right, guys, in 5, we're going to take a 5-minute intermission. Just blow the track off real quick.
Three minutes left.
Hold on.
Three minutes left. 3 minutes left.
Hey, can I see that paper?
All right, if I can get somebody to blow the track off, let's go. Got to go. I need track blown off. All right, guys, let's go into round number 2. Novice heat number 1, you're up. Kenny, Jack Martin, Freddie Akel, Matthew, and James McDaniel, you're up. Drivers from race number 7, Mod Buggy, Billy Easton, Mark, Vince, James Tate, and Chris Burt, you are my turn marshals. Guys, concessions close in about 30 minutes, guys.
Sure. You don't have both Matthews in this one, do you?
Just Matthew D. Yep.
Just Matthew D's in this one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
2 minutes 30 seconds left.
All right, need my turn marshals out there. Drivers from that last race. Let's see. James Tate, Vince is out there.
2 minutes left.
And Chris is out there. Need Mark Van Neersen and Billy.
Ninety seconds left. $75 seconds left.
All right, all my drivers are checked in. Bring them to the back up the hill over there.
One minute left.
Running order is going to be James McDaniel, Kenny, Jack, Freddie, and Matthew D. Time to beat is 12:4:02, set by James McDaniel from round number 1. That is the time to beat. And here we go. Second round of qualifying starting right now. James McDaniel, you're on the horn in less than 5. Kenny. Jack. Freddie. And Matthew D. And we're off. Race number 1 of 7, round 2 of qualifying. This is heat number 1 of novice. Remember, time to beat 12:4:02. Once you guys get a couple laps down, I'll go in the race order.
3 minutes left.
And right now, we got 1 down, 3 to go. Jack Martin, your leader, 13.407. James McDaniel, 13.413. Kenny, 12.402 now in second. James McDaniel in your lead, 13.413. He's 1 lap ahead of the TQ pace from round 1. Kenny right now, 12.402. Jack Martin, 12.409. Matthew D, 10.402. And Freddie, 10.416. James McDaniel, last lap, 18.4. Kenny, 21.4. Jack Martin now in second, 20.4. Kenny down in the 3. Matthew D is out. Freddie now in 4. And she's on a 9.412 pace. James McDaniel, 23.5 last lap. Jack Martin,
2
18.7.
minutes left.
Kenny, 21.7. And Freddie, 26 flat. And Jack Martin right now, 3 seconds off the leader, 12.403. Kenny, 12.416. .135 on the clock. New fast lap for Freddie Akel, 22.1. She's on a 10.424 pace. Up next is novice heat number 2. Matt Melendez, Van, and Carson Switzer, and Alex Fisk. If you need a transponder, come grab him.
Thank you.
One minute left.
And right now we got 1 to go, 1 to go. New fast lap for James McDaniel, 18.3. 12.401 pace. Jack Martin, 22.4, 12.403. Jack 2 seconds off the leader. And he's 1 second off the TQ pace. Oh, and that 27.6, that last lap for Jack hurts him, puts him down to a 12.413 pace. Kenny, 19.9, 11.401. Freddie, 9.411. 25 seconds to go. Drivers in race 2, Matt Melendez, Van, and Carson Switzer, Alex Fisk. If you need a transponder, come grab them now. You're up next in 5 seconds. And race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. James, you're done. Jack, you're done. Track is hot, guys. Track is hot. Turn marshal, track's hot. Freddie, everybody's done. James McDaniel takes the win, 12.405. Kenny, 12.415. Jack, 11.406. And Freddie, 9.409. And James McDaniel still holding on to early TQ from 12.402 from round 1.
Three minutes left.
All right, term marshals would be Kenny, Jack Martin, Freddie, Matthew D., and James McDaniel.
2 minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left. 90 seconds left. "75 seconds left.
All right, let's see. Alex checking in. Carson checking in. Carson, only Carson. Matt checking in.
1 minute left.
All right, we're just waiting for Carson. All right. Or Matt, I mean, we're waiting for Matt. You're out?
45 seconds
Okay,
left.
Matt's out. All right, guys, bring it to the back. So it's going to be Alex, Carson, and Van. All right. Time to beat is 12:4:02, still set by James McDaniel from round one. Running order is going to be Alex, Carson, and Van. So, Alex Fisk, you are on the horn in less than 5. Carson. And Van. And we are off in novice heat number 2, race number 2, round 2. Once you guys get a couple laps down, I'll go in the race order.
Three minutes left.
And right now we're 1 down, less than 3 to go. Alex, right now your leader, 12:4:07. Carson, 12:4:15. And Van, 11:4:06. Alex last lap around 19:3. Carson, 24:2. And Van, 19:9. And right now, Alex is right now 5 seconds off the TQ pace. Last lap for him, 20.7. New fast lap for Alex that time around 19 flat, and Van 19.6. Carson 21.2 last lap. Up next is race 3, stock short course. Josh Hall, Nick, Bobby Ifredi, Jay, and Josh Demersky. We don't need 2 turn marshals running across the track like that. If you need a transponder for the next race, come grab them now. 1:15 on the clock. Alex, 12:4:06 pace. Van, 11:4:04. Carson, 11:4:04 as well.
One minute left.
1 to go. Alex, 12:4:08 pace. Carson, 11:4 flat. Van, 11:4:01. New fast lap for Carson, 19.3. Van, new fast lap, 19.3 as well. 21-3 for Alex that last lap. Still 7 seconds off TQ pace, 12.409. Van 12.420 and Carson 11.4 flat. 25 seconds to go.
The race is over.
Keep going until I tell you you're done.
Thank you.
Alex, you're done. Carson done. Just waiting for Van. Guys, track is hot. Everybody's done. Alex taking the win, 12.405. Van 12.421, and Carson 11.411. And James McDaniel is your TQ holder, going into the mains at 12.402. All right, that is it for race number 2. Right now we're race number 3, pro short course, stock short course. Guys, gonna need a couple volunteers, please, for the next race. Need some volunteer turn marshals, guys. Please come out and turn marshal.
Two minutes 30 seconds left.
Bobby, checking in, Bobby. Thank you. Is Hall out there? Josh Hall? Is that Josh who just went across the line? Josh Hall? Okay. Josh Dermisky? I'm sorry. Come on. Nick. All right, and Jay. Thank you. All right, guys, do your hot lap.
90 seconds left.
All right, need some turn marshals out there, guys. Need turn marshals. Let's see. One,
75
two,
seconds
three, 4. I need 2 volunteers, guys. Need 2 volunteers from the pits. Need 2 volunteer turn marshals. 1 on each side of the driver's
left. 1
stand.
minute left.
Come on, guys. I can't start this race without it. Thank you, Freddie. 1 more turn marshal, guys. Need 1 more. Guys, bring them to the back. Bring them onto the back up on the hill. Running orders, Bobby Ifredi, Josh Hall, Josh Dermisky, Nick, and Jay. Guys, I need 1 more turn marshal. 1 more.
30 seconds left.
Thank you. Right there on the other end of the driver's stand. Right there, the driver's stand right here. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. All right. All right, guys, here we go. Time to beat is 16.503, set by Bobby Ifredi from round 1. Running orders, Bobby, Josh Hall, Josh, Nick, and Jay. Bobby Ifredi, you are on the horn in less than 5. Josh Hall. Josh Dermisky. Nick. And Jay. And we are off. Race number 3 of 7, round number 2 of qualifying. One down,
left.
4 to go. Josh Hall, your leader, 15.501. Bobby Ifrady, 15.509. Now Bobby, your leader, 15.501. Josh Hall, 15.505. Nick, 14.510. Jay, 11.522. And I guess Josh Dermiski's out. Bobby Ifrady, 19.1 last lap. Josh, 20.9. Nick, 20.5. And Jay, 29.2. Right there in front of you, right there in front. You got out. You're not mechanics. Josh Hall, new fast lap, 19.5. Bobby, 18.5, 16.5, 13 pace. Josh, 15.502. Nick, 14.521. And I guess Jay is out too.
3 minutes left.
And right now we got 2 down, less than 3 to go. And new fast lap for Josh, 19.5. 18.1 for Bobby, new fast lap. And Nick, new fast lap, 20.4. Bobby right now, 16.508. He is 5 seconds off the TQ pace from round number 1. Josh, 15.511. And Nick, 13.511. 2:20 to go. And right now we're coming up to the 2-minute mark. And there it is, less than 2 to go. Bobby, new fast lap, 17.8, and he is 1/10 of a second ahead of his TQ pace from round 1. Josh Hall, 24.6, 15.518. Nick, 24.3, 13.514. And Jay back out there. He's on a 4-lap pace. 1:35 to go. Up next, race 4, modified 4-wheel drive. Vince, Mark, Craig, John Sr., Zach Griggs, and Jason Hall. You're up next. Bobby Ifrady, 17.7 last lap.
1 minute left.
Josh Hall, new fast lap, 19.1. Nick, 20.7. And Jay, 35.8. And we got less than 1 to go. Twenty seconds on the clock. Ten seconds. Bobby Ifrady, 16 flat. Josh, 15.512. Nick, 14.519. And Jay, 5.22 pace. And the race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Josh Hall, you're done. Bobby, you're out. Huh. Josh, Dermiski, Nick, you're out, or you're done. Waiting for everybody done, waiting for Jay. Track is hot, guys, track is hot. And everybody's done. And let's see. Bobby Ifrady still takes the win. Josh Hall, 15.509 in second. Nick, 14.516. followed by Jay and Josh. And Bobby's time from round one, 16.503, still the top qualifying time going into the mains.
3 minutes left.
Transponder fell out in the middle of the race.
Oh, did it?
So unlucky.
2 minutes 30 seconds left.
Okay, still missing one transponder, guys. I'm missing one
3
transponder.
minutes left.
I think that guy in the blue shirt, I forget his name.
Ninety seconds
Not
left.
you, no. Another guy out there. I can't remember his name. Guys, if you have a transponder in your vehicle, bring it to me now.
75 seconds left.
All right, Jay, I need you out there.
1 minute
Other
left.
end of that driver's stand, buddy. I know who has it. I just can't remember his name. I know who has it. I just can't remember his name. No, he's out there still in the pits. I just need you on the other other end of that driver's stand.
45
Yep.
seconds left.
I need you on the other end of that driver's stand. Thank you. All right. Race number 4 of 7, modified 4-wheel drive. Hey, Jay. Yep, right, that cone right over there, buddy. And then Renee is not turn marshal in this race there, buddy. You are? Oh, okay. All right. All right, guys, so here we go. Race 4 of 7. Jason Hall set the early TQ, round number 1, 21.507, so that's the time to beat. All right, Jason Hall, you're on the horn in less than 5. Craig Chin, Zach Griggs, John Sr., Vince McMahon, and Mark Van Neersen. And we're off. Race number 4 of 7. Where's Matt Melendez? And right now we're getting closer to the 1 down, 4 to go. Zach Griggs, 21.506 pace. Jason Hall, 21.511. Zach right now on TQ pace by 1 second. Craig Chin, 25.03. John Sr., 25.06. Mark, 25.15. And Vince, 19.503. And right now, 3:45 to go. Zach Griggs right now on TQ pace. New fast lap from Mark in the 5th, 15.1. Vince, new fast lap, 14.6 in the 6th. Zach Griggs, your leader, 15.3. He is now off TQ pace by 2 seconds. Craig Chin in 2nd, 25.07. Senior in 3 now, 25.08. Mark, 25.08 in the 4. Jason Hall down into 5, 19.501. Vince, 19.508. Zach, new fast lap, 14.3. And Craig Chin, new fast lap, 14.8. And right now we're getting closer to the 2 down, 3 to go. And there it is, 3 on the clock, 2 down, 3 to go. Craig Chin, new fast lap, 14.7 that time around. Zach right now is 2 seconds off the TQ pace, 21.509. Craig Chin, 25.03. Mark, 2 seconds off second, 25.05. Jason Hall in 4, 24.11, 7 seconds off 3. Senior, 19.505 in the 5, and Vince, 19.511. Zach, new fast lap, 14.3. Craig, new fast lap, 14.5. And we got 2:25 to go. And we're getting closer to the 2-minute mark. Jason Hall, new fast lap, 14.3 in the 4. And right now, Craig Chin is battling for that
2 minutes
for that lead. But right now, you guys are 1 lap off the TQ pace, and we got less than 2 to go. Up next, race 5, independent buggy. Lewis, Matthew, Mike Martin, John Gomez, Ross, Bobby Ifredi, and Brian Dean. You're my drivers for the next race. $1:35 to go. Zach Griggs, 25.01. Craig Chin's 25.01 as well. They're battling for that lead. Mark, 25.04. He's 3 seconds off them. Jason Hall, 25.11. 7 seconds still off third. John Sr., 19.5 flat. New fast lap for Jason Hall in the 4, 14.3. Vince in the 6, 19.512. And Mark, new fast lap, 14.5. And we're coming up to the 1-minute mark. And there it is, 1 to go, 1 to go. Zach Griggs, 14.4. Craig Chin, 15.2. Mark, 15.1. Jason Hall, 14.4. John Sr., 15.5. And Vince, 14.7. Zach, new fast lap, 14.3. Jason Hall, new fast lap in the 4, 14.2. And right now, Zach Griggs, 7 seconds off the TQ pace. $30 seconds to go. $20 seconds on the clock. $10 seconds. And race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Jason Hall done. Craig Chin done. Mark Van Neersen, Vince McMahon, you're done. Zach Griggs done. And just waiting for everybody's done. Zach Griggs takes the win, 21.513. Mark, 25.01. Jason Hall, 25.04. Craig Chin, 25.05. Senior, 25.15. And Vince, 18.504. And Jason Hall still holds on to that TQ from round 1, 21.507 going into the mains. Good run.
Indy stock up next.
Yep. Independent stock, race 5, you're up. Lewis Ortiz, Matthew Akel, Mike Martin, John Gomez, Ross Reed, Bobby, and Brian Dean.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. 2 minutes left.
All right. All right, let's see. Where's my other turn? Let's see. We got Craig's out there. John Pinkham's out
90
there.
seconds left.
All right, shut them down, guys. Bring them to the back. Bring them to the back on top of the hill. Running order is going to be Lewis, Mike Martin, Matthew Akel, John Gomez, Brian Dean, Ross, and Bobby.
5 seconds left.
All right. And this race 5. All right, race 4. Vince is out there. John Pinkham is out there. Craig is out there. Mark Van Neersen, need you out here.
1 minute left. "45 seconds left.
Mark. All right, guys, here we go. Race number 5 of 7. Independent buggy. Time to beat is 18:5:03, set by Luis Ortiz from round 1. Luis Ortiz, you're on the horn, less than 5. Mike Martin. Matthew Akel. John Gomez. Brian Dean. Ross. And Bobby Ifrady. And we're off. Race number 5 of 7. Remember, your time to beat 18:5:03. Once you guys get a couple laps down, I'll go in the race order. And 1 down, 4 to go. Mike Martin, your leader, 19:5:10. He is right now 1 lap ahead of the TQ pace. Matthew Akel, 18:5:16. Luis Ortiz, 17:5:10. John Gomez, 16:5:03. Brian Dean, 16:5:08. Ross, 16:5:10. Mike Martin, last lap, 16:3. Matthew, 16:2. Lewis, 16:9. John, 16:5. Brian, 16:8. Ross, 21:5. And I guess Bobby is out. Danny. Three 15 to go. And right now we're getting closer to the 2 down, 3 to go. John Gomez, last lap, 16:2. Lewis, 16:7. John Gomez, new fast lap, 16 flat. Mike Martin, last lap, 16:2, 19:5:08 pace. John Gomez in second, 18:5:17. Matthew, 17:5 flat. Lewis, 3 seconds off the 3 spot. Oh, 17:5:03. Matthew now moving up into the second, 18:5:14. John Gomez, 18:5:16 in the 3, 2 seconds off second. Luis Ortiz, 17:5:03 in the 4. Brian Dean, 16:5:03 in the 5. And Ross, 16:5:02. 2:25 to go. Lewis, new fast lap, 16:3. In the 3 spot, Matthew down in the 4. John Gomez now up to 2. Luis Ortiz, new fast lap, 16 flat, now up to 18:5:15 pace. Mike Martin still 1 lap ahead of the TQ pace, 19:5:16. And we're coming up to the 2-minute mark. And there it is, 2 to go, 2 to go. Up next is race 6, Mod Buggy, Kyle Paquette, Craig Chin, Zach Griggs, and Patrick Burke. You're up next. 1:45 to go. Mike Martin, 18.5 flat. Lewis, 18.512. Matthew, 18.516. Matthew, 4 seconds off second. John Gomez in 4, 17.504. Brian Dean, 16.509. And Luis Ortiz, new fast lap, 15.9. And Mike Martin down to an 18.5 flat pace. He's 3 seconds ahead of TQ. Lewis right now is 10 seconds off the leader. Now make it 9 seconds. Matthew, 5 seconds off second. And Mike Martin now with that 21.1 is off TQ pace by 4 seconds with less than 1 to go. New fast lap for Brian Dean, 16.6. Huh? Hobby shop is closed, guys. Hobby shop is closed for a minute. Guys, bathroom down there is closed temporarily, and the hobby shop's closed. 5 seconds.
The race is
And
over.
race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Lewis, you're done. Matthew, you're done. Track is hot, guys. Track is hot. John Gomez, Mike Martin, everybody is done. Matthew Akel takes the win, 18.509. Luis Ortiz, 18.512. Mike Martin, 18.520. John Gomez in the 4. Brian Dean in the 5. And guys, Luis Ortiz is your TQ holder from round 1 going into the mains. All right, guys, up next is race number 6. Heat number 1 of Mod Buggy, Kyle Paquette, Craig
3
Chin,
minutes
Zach
left.
Griggs, and Patrick Burt.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left. $90 seconds left. $75 seconds
All right, everybody's checked in. Let's bring it to the back. The running orders: Kyle Paquette, Craig Chin, Zach Griggs, and Patrick Burt.
1 minute left.
Time to beat is 21.506, set by Billy Easton in round number 1. That is the time to beat. Kyle Paquette, you are on the horn. Less than 5. Craig Chin, Zach Griggs, Patrick Burt. And we're off. Race number 6 of 7, Heat 1 of Mod Buggy. Remember, time to beat 21,506.
Four minutes
And
left.
right now we got 1 down, 4 to go. Kyle Paquette, 21,507. He's 1 second off the TQ pace. Patrick, 25,05. Zach, 25,11. And Craig, 18,502. Kyle Paquette, new fast lap, 14.4 that time around. Patrick, 15.8. Zach, 17.2. And Craig Chin, 17.4. And we're coming up to the 2 down, 3 to go. We're coming up, getting close. And there it is, 3 on the
3
clock.
minutes left.
Kyle Paquette, 15 flat. Patrick, 16.5. Zach, new fast lap, 14.6. And Craig Chin, 16.7. Kyle still 1 second off TQ pace. New fast lap for Patrick, 14.7.
Two minutes left.
Less than 2 to go. All right, guys, listen. A new fast lap for Kyle Paquette, 14.1 that time around, 21.506 pace. Patrick, 14.5, new fast lap, 25.07 pace. You guys, listen up. Women's bathroom. Someone shattered the sink in the women's bathroom in the handicap stall. That is out of order now. We're going to be checking the cameras for that one. So, someone shattered the women's bathroom sink in the handicap stall, so that is locked. And we're coming up to the 1 minute mark. We'll figure out who it is.
1 minute left.
1 to go, 1 to go. Kyle Paquette, 21.505. He is now 1 second ahead of TQ pace. 14.4 last lap. Patrick, 25.06 last lap, 14.9. Zach, 19.505. Zach, 16.5 last lap in the 3. Craig Chin, 19.506. 15.5 for Craig. 1 second for Craig off third. Up next, guys, is race 7, last race of round 2 of qualifying. That's Billy Easton, Mark, Vince, James Tate, and Chris Burt. Guys, I'm going to need a couple volunteers for the next race. A couple volunteer turn marshals. Five seconds.
The race is over.
Race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Kyle Paquette, you're done. Craig Chin, done. Zach done. Track is hot. Waiting for Patrick. And everybody's done. Kyle Paquette takes the win and sets the new early TQ by 1 second. 21.505. Patrick 25.09. Zach 19.505. And Craig 19.506.
Three minutes left. Two minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left.
All right, gonna need let's see. Kyle's out there. Craig is out there. Zach is out there. There's Patrick. All right, we're good. All right, guys, you can bring him to the top of the hill.
$90 seconds left.
All right. Running order is going to be Billy Easton, Vince McMahon, Mark Van Neersen, James Tate,
75
and Chris
seconds
Burt.
left.
Time to beat is 21.505, set by Kyle Paquette in the last race. So last chance to set TQ. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Billy Easton, you're on the horn in less than 5. Vince McMahon, Mark Van Neersen, James Tate, Chris Burt. And we are off. Race 7 of 7, Heat 2 of Mod Buggy. Time to beat is 21.505. Let's see what happens. And right now we're at 1 down, 4 to go. Vince McMahon, 25.06. Billy Easton, 25.08. Billy, now your leader. New fast lap, 14.2, 25.02. Vince, 25.05. Last lap, 14.9. Mark, 14.9, 19.504. James Tate, 16 flat, 19.515. Chris Burt, 15.5, 16.501. 3:35 to go. New fast lap for Billy, 14.1. And Mark, new fast lap, 14.9. Vince in second, new fast lap, 14.9. Billy right now is 7 seconds off the TQ pace. And he had a 15 flat that time around, 21.512 pace. Vince, 14.9, 25.03. Mark, 25.13. Mark 3 seconds off the second
3
spot.
minutes left.
Chris Burt in 4 now, 17.5 flat. James Tate, 17.504. Billy, new fast lap, 14.1. He had a 13.9 in round 1. 2:45 to go. Oh, and that was the leader right there. That he had a wreck right there in that first turn. And now Vince McMahon, your leader, 25.09. So Looks like Kyle Paquette's in good standing so far to set the TQ tonight and Thursday night Thunder. This will be the featured event, modified buggy. 9 of you guys will be in the main. And right now we're coming up to the 2-minute mark. Vince McMahon, new fast lap, 14.6. Billy now
2
back in the lead,
minutes left.
25.05. Vince 2 seconds off leader, 25.07. Chris Burt now in 3, 18.504. Last lap, 15.7. And Mark Van Neersen is out. James Tate in 4, new fast lap, 15.8, 18.516. And we're coming up to the 1-minute mark. There it is, 1 to go. Billy Easton, 14.2 lot slot. Vince, 15 flat. Chris Burt, 17 flat. James Tate, 18.5. Billy, 25.02 pace. Vince, 25.05. Chris, 18.504. And James Tate, 17.501 pace. $20 seconds to go. Five seconds. And the race is over. Keep going until I tell you you're done. Billy, you're done. Vince, you're done. James Tate, you're done. Everybody's done. Vince McMahon takes the win, 25.04. Billy, 25.04. Chris, 18.502. And James Tate, 17.501. And Kyle Paquette is your TQ holder going into the mains with 21.505. Good run. All right, guys, it is 9:12. We're going to get going at 20 after 9. Let's make it 25 after 9. 25 after 9. We're going to go into the mains. I'm going to set the mains right now. All right, can someone come grab these papers, please? All right, James McDaniel is putting out the sheets right now for the results from round number 1 and the mains. All right, so 25 after 9, we're going to go in or in the mains, race number 1, novice. All right, guys, shut it down. Here we go. We're going to go into the mains right now. Race number 1. Novice. James McDaniel, Alex, Kenny, Van, Jack, Carson, Freddie, Matt Melendez, and Matthew D. There you go.
Nope, Melendez is broke.
Okay.
It's overheating.
Okay. All right, 3-minute clock is now started. Drivers from race number 5, Mod Buggy, you are my turn marshals.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left. Ninety seconds left.
All right, guys, shut them down, shut them down. We're going to get them gridded up while we're waiting for our turn marshals.
75 seconds left.
All right, in that very first spot, taking the TQ in round number 1 with the time 12:4:02, James McDaniel.
1 minute left.
James in that very first spot. In the second spot, Alex
25
Fisk.
seconds left.
In the 3, Kenny Whiteman. In the 4, Van Switzer. In the 5, Jack Martin.
30 seconds left.
In the 6, Carson Switzer. In the 7, Freddie Akel. And in the final spot, Matthew D.
15 seconds left.
All right, looks like we got all our drivers out there. Turn marshals are out there. Here we go. Race number 1 of 5 in our mains, Novice. Here we go. Remember, guys, keep it clean. Everyone on the horn. Hey, guys, you got to move out of the way a little bit. I can't see right there, guys. Sorry, guys. Thank you. All right, guys, here we go. Everyone on the horn. Less than 5. And we're off. And there they go, our Novice. And turn marshals, be prepared. It's going to be carnage. And there they go. James McDaniel right now leading it on. And there he is coming down that front straight with Kenny right there, I believe. And 2. And yes, Kenny in 2. And Alex right there in the 3. And Carson 4. Eddie, Freddie 5. Van 6. Jack 7. And Matthew in the 8. 3:20 to go. It's still James McDaniel. Alex Fisk now moving up into the second spot. Kenny down into 3. And there they go right there, coming up on that 1 down, 3 to go.
3
And there it
minutes
is,
left.
3 on the clock. Kenny back up into the 2. Alex right there trying to reel him back in. So they're fighting right there for that 3 spot and 2 spot. Carson now trying to make a move. He is 5 seconds off 3. 2:40 to go. And right now, 2:30 on the clock. It's still James McDaniel taking the TQ in round 1. He's looking for a win. And 2:15 to go. There it is, 2:15 on the clock. And right now, we're getting closer to the 2-minute mark. And there it is, 2 to go, 2 to go. Still James, Kenny, and Alex. That is your 3. Carson right there in the 4. Van in the 5. Jack Martin in the 6. Freddie Akel in the 7. Matthew D in the 8. Up next is short course, stock short course. Bobby Ifredi, Josh Hall, Nick, Josh Demersky, and Jay Demersky. And Van in the 3rd spot. Carson down in the 4th. Alex in 5. Now it's 6. Today's the 7th. And right now we're getting closer to the 1-minute mark.
One minute left.
1 to go, guys. 1 to go.
Thanks, sir.
It's still James McDaniel, Kenny still in the 2nd, and Carson now up into 3 right there at the line. Oh, I think that was him upside down.
Thanks.
35 seconds to go. Remember, up next, stock short course, you're up next. And Jack Martin now moving up into the 3 spot. Employee of the month. 15 seconds to go. It's James, Kenny, and Jack. Van in 4, Carson 5, Alex 6, Freddie 7, and Matthew D in the 8. 5 seconds to go. And Carson now back up in the 3.
The race is over.
Race is over. Keep going. When you cross, you're done. Kenny, you're done. Alex, done. When you cross, you're done. Freddie, done. James McDaniel, done. Carson, and Jack, done. Just waiting for Van and Matthew. Track is hot. And everybody is done. James McDaniel taking the TQ and win today. Kenny Whitman taking 2nd, and Carson Switzer taking 3. Jack Martin in the 4, Van 5, Alex 6, Freddie 7, and Matthew in the 8. All right, guys, I need those transponders back.
3 minutes left.
All right, race 2 of 5. Here we go.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. 2 minutes left.
All right, need a 1 minute's grace. All right, let's get a couple people checked in while they're out there, guys. All right, Josh Hall and only Josh Hall.
2 minutes 30 seconds left.
All right, there's Josh. Josh Dermirsky. All right, Jay. Okay. All right, everybody's checked
2
in, just
minutes
waiting
left.
for Bobby. Let's get everybody else gridded up on the back. In the second spot, it's going to be Josh Hall. In the 3 spot, it's going to be Nick. In the 4th spot, Josh Dermiski. And in the final spot, it's going to be Jay. And when Bobby comes out, he'll be in that number 1 spot because he's your TQ holder from round 1.
90 seconds left.
16503.
$75 seconds left. One minute left.
All right, Bobby, 45 seconds.
45 seconds left. $30 seconds left.
25 seconds, Bobby. If you can't make it out, I got to go.
$15 seconds left.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
All right, he's
Less
good.
than
All right.
5 seconds.
All right, put the car on the track. He's already checked in. All right, he's good. All right, race 2 of 5, pro stock short course. Here we go. Let's see if Bobby Ifredi can take the TQ and win tonight. Here we go. All right, drivers ready, turn marshals are ready. Everyone on the horn in less than 5. And we are off. And there they go right there in the first turn. And Bobby right there over that single now making his way up to the hill. And there he goes off the cliff, down the back straight now crossing the line. And he just barely made it out in time with seconds to spare on that minute's grace. And there he is over that double right there. He is right there in the lead. Josh Hall in second, Nick in 3. Josh Demersky in 4 and Jay in 5. Jay now in 4 and Josh in 5. 4:15 to go. It is Bobby right there. That's Nick right there in the blue. He's in 3rd. He's right upside down. Hey, there you go. That's your leader right there. Now white and blue. That's Bobby Ifredi.
4 minutes
Nick
left.
in the all blue. Josh Hall in that black, green, and orange. He's right now in 2nd. 3:45 to go. 3:35 on the clock. Bobby Ifredi still in the lead. Josh Hall in second and Nick in 3. Josh Dermirsky in 4. Jay Dermirsky in 5. And there's your leader right there across the line, Bobby Ifredi, and there goes Nick in 3. He's right behind him, but he's not battling him, but he's right behind him. And there's your second place driver, Josh Hall, just crossed the line. Remember, folks, we're going to do this again Saturday. Superstar Saturday. Race registration will start at 12. Racing will start at 1. Be here. Be square. Bobby Ifredi in the lead. Josh Hall second. Nick 3. Jay 4. 2:35 to go. Oh, and that's your second place driver in that wreck right there by the tabletop. And there's your leader right there, now making his way to the tabletop. That's Bobby. 2:25 to go. And we're getting closer to the 2-minute mark. And there it is, 2 on the clock.
2 minutes left.
2 to go. It's still Bobby, Josh, and Nick. They're holding strong in their positions. Oh, we got a caution right there in that middle double. And we are clear. $1:35 to go. Up next is a modified 4-wheel drive buggy. Race 3, you're up next. Okay. 1:20 to go. Bobby still leading on. Josh in second. Nick in 3. Jay 4. And there is no battle for position as of right now. And right now we're coming up to the 1-minute mark, and there it is, 1 to go. Up next, again, I said race 3, modified 4-wheel drive buggy, you're up next. Drivers are Jason Hall, Zach Griggs, Greg Chin, Mark Van Neersen, John Pinkham Sr., and Vince McMahon. Bobby right there still in the lead. Josh second, Nick 3. And it looks like unless a miracle happens with 30 seconds to go, that's going to be your finishing order in this race. Jay in the 4. And right now he is 5 laps off the 3 spot. And Nick right now 2 laps off the 2nd. And Josh 2 laps off lead. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and race is over. When you cross, you're done. And there comes Josh Hall when he crosses, taking the 2nd spot. There he is, taking 2nd. Good job, Josh Hall. And there's Bobby Ifredi taking the TQ and win tonight. Oh, I heard that. Everybody's done. Bobby Ifredi taking TQ and win. Josh Hall taking 2nd, and Nick taking the 3. And Jay 4, and Josh in the 5. All right, drivers, I do need those
3 minutes
transponders back, please. 4-wheel drive buggy, you're up. Race 3 of 5.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. 2 minutes left.
All right.
$90 seconds left.
2, 3, 4. Looks like all our drivers are out there just waiting for our turn marshals.
75 seconds left.
Okay. All right, got turn marshals out there. Thank you, guys. All right, in that very first spot, taking the TQ in round number 1 with the time 21:5:07, it is Jason Hall. In the second spot, it is Zach Griggs. In the 3 spot, Craig Chin. In the 4, Mark Van Neersen.
45 seconds left.
In the 5, John Pinkham Sr. And in the final spot, Vince McMahon. All right, looks like. All right, that's where he wants to start.
Left.
All right, let's see if Jason Hall can take TQ and win. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Turn marshals are ready, drivers are ready, everyone on the horn. Less than 5. And we are off in four-wheel drive mod buggy. And your leader right there in the pink, Zach right there in the green in 2. Craig in the black and red in 3. John Pinkham in the white and blue in 4. Mark Van Neersen with his black rims in 5. And Vince in the 6. And there they come down the front straight. And the back straight, and across the line. Zach Griggs right there all over Jason Hall. Jason, like I said, took TQ in round 1, looking for a win. Long time coming. And there they go down the back straight, now across the line. Zach Griggs right there all over him. And there they go, right over the tabletop, making the way to the middle double. Oh, and he's upside down. Zach now in the lead. And Craig Chin in second with Jason Hall down in the 3 now. And
4 minutes
Zach
left.
right now has a pretty good-sized lead. And Jason Hall right there all over Craig Chin. And there they go, making their way up the hill. There's Zach coming down the back straight, across the line now. And he's over the little kicker now, over the tabletop. And they both got Craig and Jason Hall collided with each other. They both waited a second, and then they went. 3:25 to go. Zach Griggs right there in that white and green, right, lime green. He has a pretty good lead right now, coming down the back straight now across the line. And there comes 2 and 3 now across the line. So right now they're about 7-8 seconds off the lead. And right now we're coming up to the 2 down, 3 to go. And there it is, 3 on the clock. And they're trying to catch the leader right now. And Jason Hall, ooh, and Craig Chin now in the lead. Zach down into 3. I missed that. I was looking at the other drivers. And Jason Hall all over Craig Chin. And Zach all over. Look at them, 1, 2, and 3 right there over the tabletop. Now making their way to the double. And Jason Hall down in the 3. And Zach now back in the lead. And look at them go. Look at that, 1, 2, and 3 now over the tabletop. Oh, and Jason Hall tags the pipe. And Zach and Craig with a little bit of breathing room right there. And I think John Pinkham is now up into the 3 spot. Yes, he is. There he is in 3 now. Jason Hall down in the 4. And there comes Mark Van Neersen behind Jason Hall.
2 minutes left.
Vince in the 6. Less than 2 to go. And there's Craig. And Zach just crossed the line. Craig just retook the lead. Zach right there down in the second. Zach all over him. 1:40 on the clock. There they come down the back straight. Now across the line. 1 and 2. Now over that little roller right there. Now over the tabletop. Now making their way to the double. And there they go over that last jump before the hill. And there they go off the cliff down the back straight, making their way to the line. And we have a race right here between Craig and Zach Griggs. 1:20 to go. And there comes Jason Hall now back in 3, now trying to catch him. And right now he is just 5 seconds off the pack. And now we're coming up, getting closer to the 1 minute mark. And there goes John Pinkham and Mark Van Neersen. 1 to go, 1 to go. Here we go, 1 minute warning. Up next is Independent Buggy. You're up next. And there goes Jason Hall now, trying to catch Zach and Craig. Zach right now in the lead. Zach right there. They come down the back straight. Craig Chin all over him. Cross the line. 35 seconds to go. Over the tabletop, making their way to the double. And then they get, oh, we got one upside down. Who's that? I think that's Mark Van Neersen, if I'm not mistaken. 25 seconds to go. And Zach and Craig just crossed the line again with 20 seconds on the clock. They'll get probably 2 more laps in, I hope. 15 seconds. Yep, 1. And last lap. There we go. Last lap. Last lap. 5 seconds to go. Jason Hall now back on the pack. He's in the pink. There they go, up the cliff. Now the race is over. When you cross, you're done. And Zach Griggs takes the win tonight. Craig Chin taking second, and Jason Hall taking the TQN3. John Sr. 4, Mark Van Neersen in the 5, and Vince in the 6. Good run. Congratulations, Zach Griggs, for holding off that win.
Three minutes left.
All right, Indy Buggy, you're up.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. $90 seconds left.
All right, my drivers are checked in. Drivers from that last race. Let's see, Zach Griggs, Craig Chin, Mark Van Neersen, John Sr., and Vince McMahon. And I need one volunteer up here on the top. I need one volunteer, please. All right, while we're waiting for our turn marshals to come on out, let's get them gridded up.
45 seconds left.
In that very first spot, taking the TQ in round number 1 with a time of 18:503, it's Luis Ortiz.
$30 seconds left.
In the second spot, it is Matthew Akel. In the 3 spot, Mike Martin.
Left.
In the 4 spot, John Gomez. In the 5 spot, Brian Dean. In the 6th spot, Ross Reed. And in the final spot, Bobby Ifredi. All right. All right, here we go. Race number 4 of 5. Can Luis Ortiz take TQ and win? Let's see what happens. Here we go. Everyone on the horn. Less than 5. And we are off. Here we go. Independent buggy, race 4 of 5. And there they go, right there over that single right before the hill. There they come. Off the cliff. Down the back straight. And Luis Ortiz right there in the lead. Matthew Akel right there in the white in 2nd. And Mike Martin in the black and green in 3. Bobby Ifredi 4. Ross 5. Brian Dean 6. And John Gomez in the 7. 4:30 to go. And there's Luis Ortiz in that silver and orange right there, leading it on, taking the TQ in round 1, looking for a win today. And Mike Martin now moving up into the 2nd spot. Matthew Akel in 3. Bobby Ifredi in 4. Ross Reed in 5. Brian Dean 6. John Gomez in the 7. And right now we're coming up to the 1 down, 4 to go. And right now Luis Ortiz with a good-sized lead in this race. And there he is, crossing the line. Look at him go. Matthew Akel in the white now back in the 2nd. And Bobby Ifredi now in that green and orange in 3. Mike Martin down in the 4. Ross Reed in 5. John Gomez 6. And Brian Dean 7. 3:35 to go. And Matthew Akel right now is about 6 seconds off the leader. And make it 5 seconds to be exact. And there's your leader right there, Luis Ortiz, just crossed the line. There's Matthew, just crossed the line. And there's Bobby. And there comes Mike Martin, or Ross right there in the 4. And Mike Martin in 5 now. And right now we're coming up to the 2 down, 3 to go. There it is, 2 down, 3 to go. And Matthew Akel, now your leader. Bobby in 2nd. Luis Ortiz down in the 3. I was looking at the other cars, and I missed that one. And in that all white right there, that is Matthew Akel. Right there in the lead. And Bobby Ifredi right now running in 2nd, and Luis Ortiz in 3. There's the leader, just crossed the line. And Luis now back in the 2nd. Bobby down in the 3. And right now they got to catch that leader right there in that all white. Bobby now back in the 2nd, and Luis now back down in the 3. And there's the leader, just crossed the line. And there he is, over the tabletop now. There comes Bobby and Luis now making their way to the tabletop. There they are, over the tabletop. Matthew making his way up the hill. There goes Bobby and Luis now making their way up the hill. So they're right now catching. And they get tangled up right there. And Bobby Ifredi in 2nd right there. There he is in that green and orange. Luis Ortiz in 3. Oh no, Ross is now in 3. Ross Reed now in the 3 spot. Luis down into 4. And there's Bobby right there in 2nd. And there's Brian Dean just crossed the line. There's Ross and Luis. Luis now trying to make his way back up in the 3rd, and he does. Ross tagging the pipe. 1:15 to go. Up next is the last race of Thursday Night Thunder, our featured event, Modified Buggy. Race 5, Kyle Paquette, Billy Easton, Vince McMahon, Patrick Burt, Mark Van Neersen, Craig Chin, Zach Griggs, James Tate, and Chris Burt. Less than 1 to go. So right now it is still Matthew, Bobby, and Ross. That is your 3. Lewis 4, Brian Dean 5, John Gomez in the 6, Mike Martin out. 30 seconds to go. $15 seconds to go. Guys, remember, stay if you got your taking your pictures. If you got top 3, give your awards and take your pictures. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and race is over. When you cross, you're done. Bobby Ifredi taking 2nd. Ross Reed taking 3, John Gomez 5, and Matthew Akel taking the win. Brian Dean 6, and Luis Ortiz will be taking the 4th spot with the TQ. Matthew Akel will taking the win, Bobby taking 2nd, and Ross Reed taking 3. Good run. All right,
left.
Here we go. Featured event. Modified buggy.
Two minutes 30 seconds left. Two minutes left.
All right, drivers from that last race, you're my turn marshals.
90 seconds left.
Turn marshals will be Luis Ortiz, Matthew Akel's out there, Mike Martin, John Gomez, Brian Dean, Ross Reed, and Bobby Ifredi.
75 seconds left.
All right, my drivers are checked in. Where's my turn marshals? No, I had other drivers. Let them turn marshal.
1 minute left.
Drivers from race 4, guys. Independent buggy drivers. I need you out here. John Gomez, Matthew, and Bobby Ifredi's out. Where's the rest of my drivers?
45 seconds left.
All right, we're going to get them gridded up while we're waiting for Luis Ortiz. All right, Mike Martin substitutes out here. Let's see John Gomez. Let's see, where's Brian Dean? All right, let's get him gridded up. All right, in that very first spot, taking the TQ in round 2 with a time of 21:505, Kyle Paquette.
15 seconds left.
In the second spot, Billy Easton. In the 3 spot, Vince McMahon. In the 4 spot, Patrick Burt. In the 5, Mark Van Neersen. In the 6, Craig Chin. In the 7, Zach Griggs. In the 8, James Tate. And in the final spot, Chris Burt. All right, guys, race 5 of 5. Here we go, featured event. Let's see if Kyle Paquette can take the TQ and win. Let's see what happens. Should be a battle between him and Billy here, so it should be a good one. All right, here we go. Everyone on the horn, less than 5. And we are off in this modified buggy final main event. 2-wheel drive buggy race. And there goes Kyle, Billy, and them. There they go, down the back straight. Cross the line. Billy Easton now in the lead. Vince McMahon in second. Patrick Burt in 3. Kyle Paquette down into 4. James Tate 5. Zach 6. Craig Chin 7. Chris 8. And Mark in the 9. And there's your leader, Billy Easton, right there. There goes Vince McMahon. A lot of serpents out here. And Kyle Paquette trying to make his way back up into the 3 spot. Trying to find his way back to Billy Easton. Him and Billy were battling all in the qualifiers for those TQs. And there they go. Now we're coming up to the 1 down, 4 to go. And there it is, 1 down, 4 on the clock. And Vince, Patrick, Kyle just crossed the line. And now Kyle Paquette now up into the 3 spot. Now trying to get past Vince. And he is right there, right behind him, and I believe he does. Caution right here by the line. And that was the leader. And Kyle Paquette now back right there, right behind the leader. 3:35 to go. Caution over the double. And there goes Billy, across the line. Kyle Paquette now. Kyle 6 seconds off lead. Patrick Burt down in the 3. Zach Griggs in 4. Vince McMahon 5. Chris Burt 6. Mark Van Niersen 7. Craig Chin in the 8. James Tate in the 9. And Billy got a little wobbly there. And there comes Kyle Paquette now, trying to reel Billy Easton in. Billy now across the line.
4 minutes left.
And Kyle Paquette is now crossing the line. And right now we got less than 3 on the clock. 2:45 to go. It is Billy, Kyle, Patrick, Zach, Vince McMahon, Mark Van Niersen, Chris Burt, Craig Chin, and James Tate. 2:35 to go. You use my phone or your phone? Huh? And right now we're coming up to the 2-minute mark.
2 minutes left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get on the phone. And right now we got 1:45 to go. It's still Billy, Kyle, and Zach Griggs now making his way up into the 3 spot. Vince McMahon 4, Patrick Burt 5, Mark 6, Craig 7, Chris Burt in the 8, and James Tate in the 9. 1:35 to go. And there's Billy just crossed the line. Zach just crossed the line. And Kyle Paquette has to catch. He is down some. He is really a lot behind the leader. And we got 1:15 on the clock. And right now we're coming up to the 1-minute mark.
1 minute left.
1 to go, 1 to go. There it is, 1 minute on the clock. It still is Billy, Kyle, and Zach. That's your 3. Vince in the 4. Vince right now is about 5 seconds off the 3 spot. 35 seconds to go. Billy right now with a big lead in this race. Kyle Paquette holding strong now in second. Zach Griggs is battling between him and Vince right now for that 3 spot. And Patrick Burt now just joined the club. So there's a battle right now for 3 between Vince, Patrick, and Zach. Zach right now in the 3. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds. And Billy will get one more lap in. 3, 2, 1. And race is over. When you cross, you're done. Patrick Vince, James Tate, you're done. Kyle Paquette, Billy Easton taking the win. Kyle Paquette taking second. And waiting for Zach. And Zach Griggs taking the 3 spot. And everybody's done. Billy Easton with the win. Kyle Paquette, TQ in second. And Zach Griggs taking 3. Patrick Burt 4. Vince McMahon 5. Mark 6. Craig 7. Chris in the 8. And James Tate in the 9. Good racing, guys. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Danny's now coming out and doing the awards, and I will call you guys out. Hey, what's up, Mike?
Hey, your dad leave?
Yeah, he left.
Okay. We'll see you next time. Hope the foot and everything.
Yeah, man, I'm hoping. I'm hoping and praying.
Good seeing you.
All right, buddy. Yep. All right, so I need the top 3 for every class to come on out. Novice, I need James McDaniel, Kenny, and Carson to come on out. So, James McDaniel with the TQ and win. Kenny in the second. And Carson 3. All right, that's the novice. All right, guys, short course, Bobby Ifrady, Josh Hall, and Nick. Make your way to the podium. So, Bobby Ifrady with the TQ and win in short course. Josh Hall taking second. And Nick taking 3. Modified 4-wheel drive buggy. Make your way to the podium. Zach Griggs, Craig Chin, and Jason Hall. All right, Craig Chin got second in 4-wheel drive modified buggy. Zach Griggs took the win. And Jason Hall, TQ and 3. Did Jason leave? Oh, there he is. All right. Independent buggy. Matthew Akel, Bobby Ifrady, and Ross Reed and Lewis to the podium. Matthew Akel taking the win in independent buggy. Bobby Ifrady taking second. Ross Reed taking 3. And Luis Ortiz taking the TQ. All right. Last race was Modified Buggy, Billy Easton, Kyle Paquette, and Zach Griggs to the podium. Billy Easton with the win. Kyle Paquette with TQ and second. And Zach Griggs taking 3. All right, good job, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming on out. We will see you Saturday. Race registration will start at 12. Racing will start at 1 o'clock. Remember, Saturday's always a doubleheader. Oval will be on Saturday as well. All right, guys, see you there. Be here. Be square.